Welcome everyone, welcome. All right, so we'll wait for a few more minutes here. Hey Joel, what's up? I'm gonna tell my Instagram followers that I'm live. Hey Slickstar, I am live on YouTube, come join me. Digital Dividends, what's up? Make sure you guys join the YouTube live. This Instagram is only for notifying everyone that I'm live on YouTube. So guys, if you guys are if you guys don't know what the CFO YouTube channel is, make sure you guys take a look at the link in my bio and click on the YouTube icon, the YouTube play icon, and you'll see that I am live right now on YouTube. So make sure you guys go on YouTube to watch this live that I am just starting out right now. So go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start. Welcome everyone, welcome. So, what an eventful day that we had today. And with that, that's basically it of what happened today. I mean, we just went down in anticipation of the CPI data that comes out in the morning at 8:30 p.m. Not 8:30 p.m. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 30 minutes before. An hour before market open. So, I'm not going to expect too much. I know the market's going to be sensitive to whatever number comes out. If it's lower than expectations, that's great. If it's bigger than expectations, again, if the inflation number is hot, the market's still going to, be very, very volatile and move in either direction. So, with that in mind, let's talk about SPY and futures right now, SPY futures specifically. So futures is now making officially a wedge chart pattern. Now, on a broader scale here, broader perspective, we are seeing a nice bear flag as well. So if you don't see it, here is the flagpole, and then the wedge that you see is part of that flag and what makes up the rest of the flag here, right? So we have this, right? So we have a very big impulsive move to the downside, bounce, rejection, and then consolidation and tighter price action, which will eventually break either to the downside or to the upside based on how and what the CPI data is tomorrow morning. So hopefully, we can see some good data so that we can have a nice big pump and run up tomorrow, a nice bullish day. If not, then we can also play to the downside where we break below 3,800. Which is a very significant level that we bounced off of today. And that should also translate to SPY, the 380 level, which I also told my CFO Swing Watch members and the Discord that I'll be watching for a bounce. I mean, indeed, closed above the 380 support level, which is also a previous level of resistance, right? So, obviously, we really just bounce right on this ascending support trend line to a T here multiple times, exactly 3 times, right? So I would expect the price to actually come back up and retest this descending level of resistance 3 times as well, so that we can have an equal amount of touches here, and we have a great and an even greater probability that we can see a break to either side, right? So obviously, if we do stay below and never come back up towards this descending level of resistance, that means sellers are most likely more than 50% in control here at the very least, and they will push the price lower, breaking below 380 and eventually breaking out to the downside and possibly even retesting 363 again in the next few coming trading weeks. Okay, it might even just be a few more trading days, right? 10 days, 11 days, 12, whatever it is, right? I've seen a lot of theories online, people saying that there's going to be another big leg down the next, 14 days, 10 days, right? But how can we know that, right? How can we know that, right? Unless, they know the data somehow for tomorrow for CPI, which is kind of impossible. So I would say just be patient. The levels are going to be there for you to play tomorrow, so don't try to rush things, especially. And make sure that you guys are protecting your capital, right? Protect your capital, manage your risks, okay? And make sure you guys take the trade whenever you see a really high quality setup. It's on any time frame, whether you're day trading or whether you are swing trading. So for SPY here, we've been particularly in no direction because of the fact that we've been going sideways and really just forming this wedge chart pattern or the overall macro bearish flag. So once we get that direction tomorrow, which I think the CPI data can provide some direction, I think we can possibly see or at least see a nice big directional move. Okay, so let's go back to ES here. So one more thing, all right. I'm liking how we actually gapped up at open a little bit on futures, which is fine. This is good news here for the night so far. But we're still back below the daily 10 SMA, right? So I would have loved it if we had used the 10 SMA as new support when we came back down and rejected the descending level of resistance. So this is what I would have ideally wanted. All right, so some people ask me, what do you want exactly? Right, so this is what I would have wanted. Right, where we bounced at the 10 SMA, and then if I can use my very great drawing skills here, or let me see, there's probably a something here that I can use. Is it array? No. Let's see here. What can I use here? Maybe an arrow. So maybe I would have just wanted another big move down and then another move higher here. No, actually, let's use the path. So we go down and then we go back up, right? And a retest for a third time, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to see on the 10 SMA. Well, actually, let me just leave this drawing out, right? So either after this daily candlestick was made, we gap up, right? And then we come back down again to retest the 10 SMA one more time and then bounce, right? And ultimately, we want to retest this descending level of resistance and then come back down a little bit, and the price action gets really, really tight here, and then we ultimately break out, right? This is exactly what I just wanted, okay? So, I think obviously this didn't happen, so I would say that the probability of sellers coming in more strongly tomorrow is most likely, no matter what the CPI data is, based off of these levels and what we're seeing so far currently. So I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if sellers come back in tomorrow and we flush downward, right? So hopefully we're able to see some type of a bigger move, actually at the very least a directional move, right? At the very least you just want to see a breakout out of this wedge or macro bear flag. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, so now we can go back to SPY, okay? And the big levels to watch out for tomorrow is 380. If we break below 380, then we're immediately flushing and possibly retesting I would say 373-ish in the next few coming trading days or even next week, okay? Depending on how everything goes. So this is the first target here if we do come back down, okay? But if we decide to break up higher and hold above this ascending support trend line that we just retested again for the third time, right? If you guys don't see it, let me make it very clear for you all. Okay, oops. We had the first touch here, second touch, and then third touch, right? So, since we did have 3 touches first initially on the ascending support trend line, now obviously it's not like a first come first serve type of deal, but the price, whenever it touches a support more than the resistance, that usually tells you that sellers are a little bit more strong. It's a lot more stronger than buyers here, and that would make sense because we rejected off of the supply level again, like previous times here back in 2 weeks ago here, and we weren't able to hold 385 today as well. So if we do break below 380, then 373 is very possible, okay? But now on the flip side, if we decide to bounce strong tomorrow, and if we come back above this back to this 385 to 390 range, I would say, there's a lot of resistance, okay? I wouldn't call for a breakout just this week based off the CPI data and the market volatility reaction on that data. I would say ideally I would want that pattern that I just did for you all, right? If we do bounce tomorrow, okay, I just want a very tight, right? Very, very tight. Oops, let's bring that back. Okay, so I want a very tight action first and then breaking out, okay? And then we can just woof, like that, okay? Like that. Something like that, okay? Obviously it's not gonna go exactly like this, but I want us to come back up and above to that 387.50. Obviously we need to break above 385 first, and then reject it, since that 387.50 is a very hard level of intraday resistance, which was also used as a level of support in the past. So when we come back down, we can retest 385 again and come back up. So we have to use the 385 as support in order to retest this descending level of resistance a third time, right? So I don't want an immediate breakout because that's kind of going to be unhealthy for a price reaction like that to the CPI data. So all I want to see is a directional move, but if you're going to go to the upside, I want to see some consolidation first underneath the descending level of resistance, and if it can consolidate, that will also indicate accumulation within the supply area between 385 and 390 that I've been talking about for a long time. So like I said, I want this entire area of between 385 and 390 to turn into an accumulation area where buyers are slowly buying in and really supporting the price to stay above that 385 crucial level of support if it decides to use it as support. For now, it's still a level of hard resistance. We rejected off of it multiple times back to back today and yesterday. So sellers will be still on my mind, and I will still be looking to play to the downside. And again, for the people who are just joining in, if CPI data is bad, we flush below 380 and we can see 373 in the next few coming trading days. Okay, so that is it for SPY review here. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Some good tea. Apologize for you guys hearing my sipping. Some very good licorice tea. I know a lot of people will not like licorice, but I drink it for my digestive health, respiratory health, and I put some honey in here. Very good dark honey. Very good. Okay, so it seems like you guys don't have any questions, but I do know there's a very big lag. So I hope everyone's night's been going well. I just had a great workout before starting this live, so hopefully you guys can all get your workouts in for tonight or even for tomorrow. But yeah, so that's it for SPY, guys. Oh wow, welcome everyone. Welcome. Thank you guys for the likes. 4 likes. Oh, there's 6 people viewing this video right now. If you guys can get 6 likes here, that would be amazing. Remember, my goal for every single live is 10 likes minimum. Or even maximum, who cares? All right, I just want 10 likes so that the YouTube algorithm picks up on my live streams. But yeah, that'd be very greatly appreciated, guys, if you guys can just tap that like button, especially if you guys are enjoying all the valuable information that I'm giving out for every single live stream. I explained everything well. Perfect. All right, so hopefully, Joel, you can get a good sense of a good game plan tomorrow, especially if we're going to day trade. I think it'll be a great opportunity to day trade as well tomorrow, especially after the CPI data comes out. So that's how I'm going to be traversing the CPI data. All right, I am leaning on both sides because, I don't really know what CPI data is going to be. People are saying it's going to be very bullish. People are going to be very bearish. People are going to say it's very bullish when the CPI data is bad. Some people are saying it's going to be very bearish when the CPI data is good. So a lot of contradictory predictions there. So I'm not going to be predicting anything. I'm just going to see what CPI data is tomorrow morning and react off of that. Okay, and obviously what is happening, I'm also going to base what's happening on futures as well. Okay. Oh, Sparky, AMD. Yeah. Oh, so good idea. AMD, right? Before I do AMD though, okay, I have to show you guys MU. So MU looks really good, right? And if we're able to just blast off, oh, sorry guys, there's a fly right in front of me. My bad, guys. I had to kill it, It's a sense of urgency that I had to kill a fly. So, for MU here, it's very strong, right? With the 10 potentially the 10 crossing above the 21 tomorrow, that'd be great. And if you take a look at the intraday time frames, just even the 4-hour time frame, this flag here that we're making is very, very textbook, right? We have a solid area of support at 58 and a solid area of resistance around 60.57, which is also our major base resistance. And MU has been consolidating, right? And forming an accumulation base here. So if TSM earnings are really, really good and out the park, okay, I would expect the semiconductor industry to completely be lifted higher thanks to TSM. Because last time, MU had horrible earnings and we gapped down and opened, but obviously MU recovered those losses. And MU's earnings were not too bad at all either. So I would say for AMD, okay, there's a good pop in AMD in the last hour during power hour for AMD. So here's what I was looking at. So I was looking to scalp today at the break of this intraday flag above 76.50. Okay, and I didn't get in because the market was really just going down and down and down. And I hope you got it. No, I didn't get it. But you know, I'm glad I didn't, because this tiny move was completely eclipsed by this big move down right into power hour and during power hour as well. So I really didn't miss out anything. But you know, a scalp is a scalp. So obviously I didn't miss a scalp. But hey, there's a lot more opportunity tomorrow, because this action right here is kind of interesting. I didn't expect it to run up all of a sudden. So on the last 15 minutes, I suddenly saw a huge spike in volume coming in, and then the price just jumped, right? I saw the volume bar just absolutely spiking all of a sudden, and then the price just followed, right? So, you know, I think tomorrow there might even be a small gap up on AMD, but like I said, the CPI data is going to really screw everything over, no matter what the action or no matter, especially no matter what the end of the day action was on AMD. So, you know, hopefully it kind of opens up around this range here. You know, it would be amazing if it decides to open up around 76.60 so that we can possibly grab AMD calls for a swing overnight into Thursday, and then, you know, possibly take profits around 78.50, or on the daily time frame, $80. That's right. So I'm looking for that 80 here, okay, because I think possibly we can see oh sorry guys. So with the 80 level here, I think maybe we can see at least a revisit of the daily 21 SMA. That's hopefully what I'm thinking here. You know, I wouldn't want to go too far as saying, like, you know, maybe you can just completely reverse higher, because I know the whole semiconductor industry is still being pressured by economic headwinds and supply chain issues, while demand is still very, very high, especially due to EV, electric vehicle demand around the world, right? So yeah, there's a lot of calls coming in for 80 strike contracts. So I think that it can be a good swing, especially for next week. So all of what I just said right now, though, can be completely negated overnight by CPI data. The trend can turn bearish immediately. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if you guys saw CNBC today, Jim Cramer was saying that there's gonna be a bottom tomorrow. So hopefully he doesn't. Okay, he doesn't really just screw us over tomorrow and just completely make a new low. But like I said, I am still long-term overly bearish, well, specifically biased bearish, well, biased to the bearish side for the long term, but that can change tomorrow, okay? So we'll see, we'll see, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for AMD, that's it. Oh, that's right. So on the daily time frame, we're still being succumbed and compressed by the 10 SMA. So hopefully, you know, we don't make lower lows again like we did today compared to yesterday, because this was ugly price action, right? But we did break and bounce above 75. So that's fine. So that was some good action today. And it seems like we have a nice long wick. So definitely buyers there, okay? But I would say, you know, I need more downside on AMD. I want equity. Yeah. So AMD was one of the few stocks I traded back then too. And obviously I was very, very amateur. I believe. Look, come on, Sparky. I'll even show you where I trade AMD. So back then, okay, this is what I did. I held on to AMD here. Okay, I think around. Where's my brush? Funny story here. So I was holding AMD around here, right? And I think I got it around late 2017, and I kept on holding it. And guess where I sold? I sold like right over here on discount stick. This one. I had a lot of equity in this too. Right? And I was like, oh my god, what a great run. But like I said, I didn't have the long-term mindset. Okay, and I was still in that beginner phase of, having that beginner's luck. So anything that I bought just went straight up. Okay, and we're also in a very nice bullish market. Okay, so if I had held AMD shares and equity, since I think the average was like 11.70 something, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh man, that'd been an amazing ride, right? Yeah, so missed opportunity there. But hey, I didn't know much. I was still learning, and I was having a lot of beginner's luck actually. So obviously I lost all of that. And so I had to learn all the hard way, right? Blood, sweat, and tears. At least you took profits, and those profits just, bam, oof, disappeared. Well, that's usually what happens when you have beginner's luck though. So you have somehow perfect, entries on a perfect name that has a perfect run in the next few months or weeks, and then you take profits, and then all those profits just poof, gone, right? In the next few months or even the next few weeks. So, yeah. Also, I want to talk about the kind of the not dark pool. I believe it was SPY. Yeah, SPY flow. So there's a lot of SPY puts coming in at the end of the day, like millions, I believe, which is kind of worrisome. I don't know if they're hedging, if they have long-term call positions, but that definitely didn't look like hedges, because based off what I was seeing there, oof, I mean, there was, I think, more than 20 million puts after, or almost at market close, and then during after market close. So there are multiple sweeps as well, sweep orders and split orders as well. So maybe maybe we get the revisit on SPY back to that 363 level, that line in the sand that I've been talking about for months now. So who knows? Right, who knows? And maybe, Commander Sparky, you might get your cheap AMD shares in the long-term future. Hopefully that happens for both of us. TTD. Oops. Yeah, so TTD. You already know what this one is. Failed trade 2 weeks ago, right? Above 50. I wanted a nice break. I thought we could get a nice dip like this, a nice curve, and then possibly a little tiny cup and handle, and then move upwards, but we didn't get that, right? Obviously though, wow, one thing I noticed today was big volume. Was there any news today? Let's see, any headlines with TTD? Oh, with Disney today, huh? Oh, Joe, you can just follow Cheddar Flow on Twitter. I talked to that dude a long time ago. The guy who owns Cheddar Flow, cheese, cheddar, Cheddar Flow, and yeah, but we lost contact. So, but you can follow him. He shows a lot of those sweeps. That's that flow. But also, Joe, you can type in the options bot in the Discord as well. It should show you some of the sweeps as one of the big flows that come in for SPY. Actually, you should do that right now. Try that right now on the options bot channel in the CFO Discord. So you just put the exclamation point and then big flow, type in big flow, and then space, and then SPY, right? Then you'll get the big flow SPY. But yeah. that's where I get my quick information, both on the options bots and the cheddar flow. Anyways, with that, yeah, Unusual Whales is pretty good too. Both those guys are really good at coding, so they did a pretty good job there. Hey, thank you guys for the 6 likes now. Woo! Look at that. So, you know, I think TTD here, you know, this would have been a great short under 50, right? Which it was. I didn't take it though. But if this news continues tomorrow, I mean, with this big volume, right? This is large volume. It's one of the largest volumes that we had in the past few days here, right? What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10 days. So I would say, you know, this Walt Disney news collaboration, I would say, not bad. And TTD, as you guys already know, I like this name because it has really, really good relative strength, even though it's completely erased 2021 gains. Okay. But I am liking the fact that on the weekly time frame, we're still holding that line in the sand of $40, right? So if we're able to break out of this descending level of resistance that we've been really respecting to a T, I mean, every single time we come up and retest it, which is also my what led to my loss there, we came smashing back down, right? There was a big rejection. So hopefully this news, which came out perfectly on time somehow, right? Little hint there. Somehow news sometimes comes out at a perfect point in time, right? Especially with the technical charts as well. It's like as if they're watching the charts in order to release this news. But with this news and with a lot of buying coming in that came to that as well, thanks to this Walt Disney collaboration for its ad targeting system or whatever it is. Yeah, I think we can possibly see a nice big run up above 46, but wait until we break above 46.20 since the high of the day today was 46.15. Does that make sense? Right? So we want to make sure we break above today's high of the day to make sure that the bulls from today continue on tomorrow. Does that make sense? Hey, 6 likes. We have 4 more likes, guys, until 10 likes. 4 more. We got this. 4 more, guys. 4 more. 4 more likes and we're at 10. So yeah, so that's it for TTD. I would say, yeah, TTD, here, let me just even write it here as well. Long over 46.20 tomorrow. It's actually be a good idea. I think this one's going to be a pretty good trade tomorrow for a swing, especially because if we do break out of this descending level of resistance, we can have a nice mean reversion back to this daily 50 SMA, which will be nice because we haven't retested this 50 SMA since mid-April. That's a long time, right? So if you're able to retest it again, that'd be great. And if you do retest it, that means the price has been going up. So possibly an entry above 46.20 will be a nice entry and potentially take half of the profits off around 48 or 47.50 and then take the rest off at the retest of 50. Does that make sense? Right? So that'd be a good 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. Right? 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio is absolutely amazing. So it's very, very close to the conventional 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. So yeah, that'd be a great long here. But what a timing, guys, right? Great timing as it's still consolidating right underneath this level of resistance and staying above this 44 support. And we got a bunch of volume today as well. So that news just came in handy today, right? So yeah, let me even actually make a, I'm actually gonna make a alert at 45.50. And why? Because I want to see the price moving up higher at 45.50 so that I can watch it go higher to 46 potentially and above 46.15. Okay, so I want to be looking at it early, right? Let me actually make that perfectly. 45.50. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's it for TTD. You know, one thing I'm gonna look at though tomorrow as well, coin, right? So coin, as you guys already know, for my CFO Swing and Watch members, and if you guys aren't in the CFO Swing and Watch members, it's a freebie. Coin looks very good for a short. Not gonna lie here. I mean, it's continuously losing its relative strength. You know, right? And every single time it does go up, it just peaks and it falls right back down. So especially after it retested this descending level of resistance that we officially started forming after we came up above 60.50 and it came smacking back down, which allowed me to connect these two anchor points here, or these wicks here, these top wicks of these two candlesticks, and that's what enabled me to create this descending level of resistance, right? So very, very quick charting lesson there on technical analysis. And you know, if we continue to follow through with this price action and conform underneath this descending level of resistance, there's a good chance that we start forming that nice descending triangle, which will mean coin has a lot more downside room left, and we make new all-time lows. Right? I mean, this name has been battered. Right? I mean, coin at one point was around $400 per share at IPO. So, you know, just a good old Coinbase here with that overvaluation, right? I mean, Kathy was buying it around the 300s and 200s. So, oof. Oh, she's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, a pretty bad week for coin already. Pretty bad start to the week actually. I would say Coinbase needs a way more volume, like way more volume than what we're seeing right now, in order to try to even break above 60.50 again and come back to at least 80. So I'm a bit more leaning towards the bearish sentiment for coin. Okay. Anyone else have any chart requests? Oh, I just noticed my Instagram story didn't even post that I'm live. Oh, no wonder people weren't being notified and not a lot of people were coming in today. Man, Instagram, why does it do this to me every single time I try to post about my life? But every single other post, it posts right away. Just right away. Frustrating. All right, so I did want to go over AMC since I've been touting about it, right? I've been very outspoken on this right now, right? For the past few weeks, okay? I've been outspoken on this ever since we had the nice run up here as well. So I would say, hey, Dion, what's up? Oh my God, we're almost at 10 likes, guys. 6 likes, 4 more likes, and we get that 10 likes. Oof. So close. So close. I don't know if you guys can do it tonight, but we'll see. I forgot to post on all my socials that I'm live. So that's probably the reason why we're not even reaching the 10 likes so easily as last time. But if you can get there, that'd be amazing, guys. So we talked a lot about SPY today. So we went over SPY and how to traverse the markets tomorrow. For all the people who are just joining in, we also went over a lot of different tech names: Coin, TTD, AMD. What else? I think that was much. Oh, MU, TSM, a lot of semiconductor names. So If you guys are just joining in now, make sure you guys take a look at the recorded live. Okay. This will automatically post on my YouTube channel once I'm done live streaming. So AMC, I'm actually I'm starting to see an increase in puts as well for AMC here. Why? Well, because we retested this $16 level, and I've been telling you guys that this is my final PT for AMC. And once we come here, we're going to reject. And look what it did today. We rejected smack down. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is a red day, especially if the market is also red due to CPI data, really, really bad CPI data, which also means hot CPI data. Okay, so with AMC, people have been very, very bullish because people have been going back to the movies in droves, thanks to all the new movies that are coming out, right? Thor, Top Gun, Minions, right? So I think, hey, 7 likes. 3 more likes, guys. 3 more. Let's go. Let's go. Until 10 likes. 3 more likes. Go, 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 go. So I think AMC is going to take a little bit of a breather here. It's getting a little bit overextended here on the intraday time frames as well. But it does have a lot more room here, just based off of the RSI. But I would say there's a big potential for a double top on 16.15 to 0.20ish level here. So I would say hopefully for AMC, for all the apes out there are holding a lot of shares and option contracts on AMC, hopefully it breaks out above 16, but I'm going to have my doubts since it is a meme name and still very heavily shorted. Every single time there's a big pop, we come back down and retest that 14.50 resistance level. Okay. And that'll be a great scalp to the downside as well, or even a great swing to the downside. And I want to write that down using this AMC profits to the upside. Does that make sense? Right? So I rode this way up, all the way up. I got a nice percentage run here as well. Well, I think I got in here and then exited on here, right? So great, great, great. And I think I lost the trade right here on AMC, right? So I think I lost here. I got in here looking for a bounce, and the next day we opened up with a big gap down, sort of a big gap down, and I left the trade, and I'm glad I left the trade because it didn't do much after. Okay, and it went back down and retested this ascending level of support. So not too shabby there, not too shabby. Not too shabby of trades on AMC, since it is a very, very volatile and meme stocky name. Is that even a word? Meme stocky? Okay, guys. I also want to go over some charts that I already posted on my Twitter. Okay. So if you guys aren't following my Twitter, it's at chartsfocus1. All right. There's no other handlebar like that. So handle like that on Twitter. Jesus, I'm just all over the place with my words today. So you guys should be able to find me very, very quickly. If you can't, then I don't know what's going on. There's only one Charts Focus one in the whole entire world. So we're very, very unique. Very, very unique, you know? Very unique. No one else has that Charts Focus one name. So hope you guys know that. Let's see. Oh yeah. So next one I want to look at is Lucid. Oh, so this right here is a picture perfect ascending triangle base, right? And we're making higher lows, and when we're making higher lows, that usually signifies that buyers are slowly accumulating every single time you pull back, especially a very low volume pullback, right? And after a pullback, there tends to be a big bounce, which means yes, there are still buyers, right? So there's buyers that are starting to accumulate in this name, and with the fact that the entire EV sector today was very, very strong and had a lot of momentum today and good follow through, thanks to I believe Walmart purchasing or ordering EV delivery cars from a European company. I think. Hold on. I don't even remind myself here. Yeah, Canoe. I think it's Is it a German company? I don't know. I thought I saw something about Canoe being a German company, but I guess I'm wrong here. Huh. Anyways. Lucid here can really show a good breakout. Didn't really participate in last week's uptrend. It kind of did, but didn't break out this big base above 20.20-ish. So I'm betting on a nice big run up to 2022. Okay, that's gonna be my next major level of resistance. So if we're able to break out a 20.20 with conviction tomorrow, I would say this is a great momentum name here, and potentially we can see some great profits again on Lucid. I know a lot of my CFO Stream Watch members trade this really well to the downside when it broke that 36 and 34 level back in early January. So hopefully Lucid does its thing here. Hey, what's up, my man? Wiz, 8 likes. Oh my god, guys, 2 more likes. 2 more. Wiz, I just went over AMC. I know you've been following my AMC journey there, so hopefully you've been taking some good trades, and hopefully you've been reading all the stuff in the CFO Discord as well when you joined. So, but welcome to the live. After this Lucid here, I'm gonna do one more and I'll be done for tonight. But guys, thank you for 8 likes. That's amazing. This is some really good tea. So Lucid here, once it really has some good direction, this tends to move a lot. It hauls ass here. So I think if you get some good momentum tomorrow and good fall through day, I mean, this was a nice bullish close, right? If you guys want more information on the post that I posted on my Twitter, just go to @chartsfocus1. Okay, that's the only Charts Focus 1 that is out there on Twitter, so you should be able to find me. So Lucid, I think once it breaks above that 20.20 level, we will revisit 22 and see some type of a rejection. And if we do continue to have some good momentum after that small rejection, we can consolidate underneath 22 and then blast upwards and potentially hit 24 to 25. Okay, so those are my broad long-term targets for Lucid as EV names start to heat up here. Yeah, look at Lucid for the rest of the week. This is my extra name for my CFO Stream Watch members as well. Okay, and the last one here that I want to look at, okay, is INND. Okay, so this one, oof, great earnings results from last night, I think, or pre-market. Yeah, pre-market. And I think INMD can be a really good continuation breakout. And also it gapped up. So there's a potential for this name to hold the gap up, which would be a great name to swing. And if you guys if you guys haven't seen my post a while back about conditions for a great swing, well, having a nice big gap up, at least 10% gap up, and hold that gap up for the next few trading days, it's a great candidate for you to figure out if this is a great swing or not for the near-term future. So I'll be watching out for this name. Okay, so I hope you guys can also look at this name for the next few weeks. I would expect a great breakout on this name. If it doesn't, well, that's fine, right? It can come back down and fill in this gap and do whatever it needs to do. But if it does come back in and pull back and fill in this gap between 24.70 to around, I would say, 25.50, it's gonna have to just continue forming a big base here that we started to form back in mid-May. So on the weekly time frame, all right, seems like we have a very solid level, a line in the sand around $22, and then a solid level of resistance around 28, okay, or even 27.50-ish. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that was it for my last two names there. Lucid, okay, make sure you guys don't forget Lucid, and INMD, okay, INMD, in mode. Okay. Oh my God, wait a second. Lucid looks even better on the weekly time frame here. Wow. Great bounce off the weekly 10 SMA and holding above the 10 SMA as well, since we did close above it last week. So if you're able to continue this week with even greater volume, whew, that'd be great. But what will be even more ideal is if we just stay like this above the 10 SMA and close above the 10 SMA this week and stay right underneath this 20.20 resistance level. And then next week, if you have a breakout, that would be great. All right, so that breakout can be absolutely phenomenal. And the volume has also been coming down very, very well, right? Stair stepping down like this as the price is going up, right? And bouncing. So buyers are really starting to accumulate here, right? And there's not a lot of sellers as well. And sellers have lost interest in this name as it's starting to really just consolidate here. So I think Lucid, great one to look for a momentum breakout, and also INMD for a nice swing. All right. Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Question. And yeah, Commander Sparky, they got to deal with Walmart. Yeah. Yep, all these big corporations are really, hyping in and buying into that hype of EVs, which is great. I mean, to be honest, we should be getting more greener and greener energy, utility, and stuff like that, right? I mean, we're just gonna have to adapt to climate change. So, I'm not gonna get into the politics of climate change, but hey, I've seen the data, and the climate is changing. So, and the best thing that humans can do is, and the best thing that we're really, really good at, and the reason why humanity has really just, evolved to survive so well compared to other species, is that we've been able to adapt to any condition, right? So, I'm not gonna get political there. If it's real or not, I see it happening, okay, with data and past data. Even just satellite imagery from the past 20 years can tell you a lot. So hey, I'm taking my hands off the politics side. I'm just looking at the scientific data. So I don't care what you guys think. But like I said, I think EVs becoming really, really a good trend here worldwide, especially in China as well, with NIO, XPEV, and Li Auto. So yeah, that's what I genuinely think. Okay, I'm not bringing politics into climate change. That's what I've observed. I always look at data and facts. So hey, I'm still going to depend on that when I'm looking at such quote unquote controversial topics. All right. Does anyone else have any questions for me tonight, or any charts? Zost, isn't that ZTS? Is that what it is? Right? Because I know this is a popular name. So or am I? Should I just actually? No, I think it's ZTS. Yeah. So yeah, this is a healthcare name, and it's been okay. We're almost right back down to that previous COVID lows here. Not COVID lows, excuse me. 2021 lows. But it seems like it's very, very strong here, and I think there's a good opportunity for ZTS, especially if you're looking for the long term. Wiz, I think there's still a little bit more downside left, to be honest. Let me just do a very quick technical analysis here. So we have a very great looking ascending wedge or rising wedge, and it seems like we just broke out of it with good volume. So I would say we can retest 168. Why? Well, because there's also a previous level of resistance, okay, and it's also converging and coinciding with the daily 50 SMA. So if you come back down here, I would say you can start picking up some shares here, because we're still staying, we've stayed above the 50 SMA for a considerable amount of time here so far, for the past few weeks. So, at least the past week here. So if you do come back down to 168 and hold 168 as new support, we can also bounce at the daily 50 SMA, and we would have filled in the gap that we've never filled right here. Okay. So ZTS, very, very strong healthcare name. It's a pharmaceutical name, I believe, if I got that right. Yeah. So yeah, ZTS, I've always seen this name. I've seen this name back in, let's see, 2018, I think. Yeah. ZTS was a name that I was looking back at like late 2018, I believe, around here. Yeah, right here. Okay, I believe I looked at it right at the crash, the sudden flash crash of 2018. Okay. During Christmas week, right? And then it bounced, and then I was looking at it like right here. Okay, so around this area. But yeah, very, very good chart here, long term, right? Top right chart, right? You always want to be looking at these charts, right? The weekly time frame as well. Seems like, oh yeah, look at that, the weekly time frame. The momentum the 10 SMA, excuse me, the red line, is also coinciding to a 168 level. So if we do come back down, we're going to retest the weekly major levels and significant levels as well on that 168 level. And if you do bounce, then that's a great pickup on the long term, to be honest, for me. Okay. Of course, you got it. Like I said, guys, you guys should always master technical analysis. It becomes really, really reliable for you. And do you see how I was able to do it quickly? Because I saw it with my naked eye. That's where I want you guys to be. That's what I mean by mastering technical analysis, where you have completely a naked chart, right? So if I just take this off, right, remove, oh, not my indicators. I don't want that. My drawings, if I take out all of this, right, I can identify at least 8 levels here on the weekly time frame, right? You should be able to see it just with your naked eye. You don't like, at some point with your technical analysis skills, you should be able to see it with your eyes and what you're looking for. Does it make sense? Right? So, and the reason why that matters is that as you're going through your trading journey, you're going to have to figure out if you're a day trader, swing trader, or investor, right? And no matter what, a mixture of technical analysis, especially if you're an investor, a mixture of technical analysis and fundamental analysis is going to do you a great favor, right? So also, if you're a day trader, right, and the market is actually moving up and down live, okay, you should be able to figure out where levels are forming and being able to see certain levels form. Does that make sense? Right? As the market is going up and down, which is why, like I said, mastering technical analysis and being able to notice, right, certain specific levels with your naked eye before you even draw them, or noticing specific chart patterns before they even start forming, will also be a great, excellent idea to, not idea, but skill to have at the back of your hand. All right. Come on, Sparky, WMT. Yeah, sure. So WMT. Yeah, so Walmart looks pretty bearish. I would say it did break above this descending level of resistance, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. But this candlestick is not good. And it makes sense because whenever Walmart decides to, whenever big corporations decide to use a lot of money, investors, long-term investors especially, sometimes take a look at that and they're like, oh, well, this purchase was or this order was very stupid, and they'll start selling, right? So that's the reason why we had that very inverse reaction from Walmart and the company Canoe. I think the ticker symbol, what was that ticker symbol? Oh, these dogs are going crazy. GOEV. There you go. All right, so GOEV, big gap up. Still a huge run up today, 53%, while Walmart just went down. Right? So, you know, I think Walmart here, if it can move below 125 tomorrow, then it can cross below this decent level of resistance and possibly come back down and retest this ascending support trend line here. Okay, so if it did come back down though, like I said, it will possibly, you know, really just get tight with price action, especially within this wedge that we're forming. Like I said before, back when I just started to look at Walmart, I think back in mid or late June, we can still form this really long, elongated, descending triangle here, right? Which is also obviously a bearish chart pattern here. Did that make sense? Right? So basically, Walmart's is kind of in no man's land here. I wouldn't really want to trade this name right now. Although, actually, why did I even erase this? All right. All right, so if we do come back down and break below this descending level of resistance, we can see revisit back down to at least 122. Okay, and that's also where I would expect the price to bounce at this ascending level of support, which so far we've only have 2 touches so far, right, at this ascending support trend line. So if you do have a third touch, then that will officially make this trend line significant. Does that make sense? Yeah, but like you said, it looks bearish, especially on the with the price action from today. Nasty reversal. So, I mean, I guess that's it for Walmart. Oh, and Sparky, I'll do KO for you as well. So, Coca-Cola, it looks good, but the only problem is whenever I've seen this happen, right? So this is we're forming a very toppy price action here, right? This kind of looks like a market top or a market diamond top as well. Obviously there's no bottom here, but I think it's half of a diamond here, or we can just call this Andrew's treehouse. Andrew's toppy treehouse, right? Where the price is on top. But we're starting to see some pressure above 63. So we closed below 63 again, like yesterday, and a couple times back last week as well. So if the markets start to recover, I think KO can start moving back down again, right? Since KO usually does have a great run when the market decides to move down, because KO is a defensive name, right? Especially with you know, people loving to, but they just love Coca-Cola, right? It's a necessity, right? No matter if the stock market is going down, no matter whether the economy is going down, Coca-Cola will still be here to serve all its loyal customers with this amazing drink that pops in your mouth. Oh man. So yeah, this is Andrew's toppy treehouse pattern. It's not a diamond top pattern, guys. Okay. This is where it just goes down. Oh, 8 likes. Can we get 2 more likes for that 10 likes? Oh my god. Can we do it tonight? If we don't, that's fine. But 8 likes is amazing. Okay, well, I think that's it for tonight. We're passing that 1 hour mark. Thank you everyone for watching. For the people who are just joining in now, especially if you guys are just getting in because you saw my notifications on all across my social media platforms. Make sure you guys watch the recording because I talk specifically on how to navigate and traverse the overall markets tomorrow, no matter what the CPI data is. Okay, so make sure you guys watch the recording. Okay, it's gonna be very, very essential. And if you guys find the information on SPY tomorrow and the overall markets very, very valuable, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up on the recording of the live stream. It'll be great. And if you guys have any comments to add, make sure you guys leave a comment as well. Hey, 9 likes. Woo! Almost 10 likes, guys. All right, so that's it for tonight. If you guys want to join the CFA Swing Watch, I have a specific code for you guys to use. Okay. I'll leave it in the comments here. There we go. So if you use the code GOOD50, which only 5 people can use maximum, you guys can get 50% off on tier 3 on the CFA Swing Watch subscription. Right? Hey, 9 likes. Oh, you know, that's enough for me. Thank you guys for the 9 likes. Amazing, amazing. Alright, so I'll see you guys all tomorrow at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right, same schedule. And hopefully you guys have a great day trading tomorrow because you guys were prepared by watching this live stream. Alright, and if you guys didn't, well, shame on you. No, I'm just joking. But good luck, guys. Manage your risks well, and remember, work hard and trade smart. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you.